Welcome to My EcoVillage, the prequel. Hi, I'm Gabriella Sosa, also known in some circles as Green Gabby. And this is the webisode of the making of My EcoVillage TV show. And as they say, you have to start small, and you may be wondering, this doesn't look like an eco-village. It looks like an eco-balcony, which it is. So until we get to our ultimate goal, we're going to learn together how to make our living environment an eco-village. So you're probably wondering, why eco-villages? Well, we all know the reality of environmental devastation in the world, and there is a global movement of people coming together and living in a more sustainable fashion, doing co-housing initiatives, pulling their resources together, buying land and building sustainable habitats on them, and working towards food and fuel independence. In wanting to do so, I thought maybe I could start with a little food independence here, or at least some herbal independence, and I don't mean that kind. So as you can see, I have a small herbal garden here. Right here we have some thyme, oregano, and cilantro that's looking a little sad. And over here I have some basil. Up there there's some tomato plants, chives, mint, and a few wonderful flowers, and parsley over there. So today, since My EcoVillage TV will have eventually, not the prequel, but the show itself will have kind of a how-to segment, I thought we could also do that here to kind of get you excited about the whole idea. So I thought I would show you how I started my herbal garden from little seeds. But before that, I want to share with you a little bit about the history of My EcoVillage and how it's coming to fruition. And to do so, let's go into the annals, maybe not the annals, the archives of My EcoVillage. Long ago, back in September 2010, I went to Sweden for the specific purpose of recruiting the most talented eco-chef, restaurateur that I personally know. I'm Rita. And when I presented this to him, he was amazed. It was like, you know when musicians get together and gig and riff and amazing things come out of it? We just started talking, planning. And then what? So we sat down and we wrote a business plan. And then what, you know? But as I do believe, and many other wiser and more successful people than I say, dream, believe, achieve. But not only that, you know, you set a goal and you take little steps in order to reach it, as is this webisode. So Amrita and I have been working on this for about 8 months, and just recently he let me know that somebody in Sweden pretty much wants to just give My EcoVillage some land so we can come and create our own experiment. And the goal is, because obviously we're just dreaming and thinking about it, that why not go visit established eco-villages around the world. I mean, these are the people that started this movement 20 years ago. For example, there's one eco-village in India. They got there and it was dead land. We're talking desert. Now it's a forest because every year they planted, and they completely changed their environment in a positive way instead of a negative way. And that's really what I want to learn from and eventually apply in my own life. I don't want to be part of the problem, I want to be part of the solution. And so do you, right? Okay, so let's get going. Seedlings. Let's try our own food independence experiment at home. Get some really rich organic dirt. Make sure it's really moist. The instructions say to keep it moist but not soggy the whole time that your little seeds are there. And then when you go out to the store, pick up something that you like. Let's try some carrots and perhaps some tomatoes. And based on where you live, you have to read the back. Okay, there's usually a map and it'll tell you when is a good time to sow the seeds. It's May 1st here in Southern California, so it's perfect for tomatoes. And it takes 7 to 8 days for germination. So by the time we shoot the second webisode, maybe we'll have some new guests. So then basically it's simple. I mean, nature is brilliant in that way. You know, all you have to do is give them a little love, the right environment, and they grow beautifully for you. And then you can reap the harvest, which is sort of the same way with relationships, whether it's children, business associates, friends, you know, give them a little love. And that's what we're doing. We got the best dirt. Oh, and the other trick is make sure that you don't put it in full sun. You know, remember they're little babies. So let's see next week if they're growing, and we can be co-parents because it takes a village. Another awesome tip that I've learned over the years is that there are little tricks that have been developed either over the years or some brilliant person came up with it, perhaps in an eco-village, like this little number. This one's made by Plant Nanny. Isn't that an adorable name? And it's just a terracotta tube. What you do is you recycle old bottles, you fill them with water, you put it in there, the water doesn't drip out, and then you shove that into the dirt, and your plants will gradually be watered while you're gone for the weekend. How ingenious. As I mentioned, Amrita and I have been working on getting this EcoVillage TV show up and running. And part of that has been looking for sponsors. So what did I do? I went to the Go Green Expo in Los Angeles, which was amazing. If there's one in your town, make sure you check it out. I was blown away by the inventions that are out there and the entrepreneurship or the ecopreneurship, and the fact that there's so many people out there that really care and are coming up with great business ideas in order to make a difference. So I just wanted to share one discovery that I made there. It's called the green garmento. What is the green garmento? Many of you go to laundromats, yes? And you come back with a bunch of plastic, toxic bags all over your clothes. But with the green garmento, you just take it to your laundromat, ask them that when they return your clothes to use that. And it also doubles as a duffel laundry bag, so you can take your dirty clothes there and then come back with your eco-friendly dry cleaning bag. Good job. If you discover other cool environmental inventions in your neighborhood, let us know. You can post them on our blog at myecovillage.tv, or you can Twitter us about them. Please share. I mean, the more we know, the more we can share, and the world will be a better place. Thank you so much for being a guest on My EcoVillage. Mi casa es su casa. I'm Gabriela Sosa, also known as Green Gabby. Tune in next time so we can give you updates on how we're progressing with the show, when we start our global tour of eco-villages, and let's see how our tomatoes are doing, our little babies. Check us out on www.myecovillage.tv, or follow us on Twitter, My EcoVillage, or you can follow me, EcoVillage Gabby, or Amrita, EcoVillage Amrita. And if you speak Spanish, Mi EcoAldea. That's my EcoVillage in Spanish. Thank you. Till next time.